welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do a very scary video. I'm gonna use all products that I don't like. So I will create a full face just using the makeup I detest. Just to be clear, the fact that I hate this product, that doesn't mean that these products are not good. Some products I really don't like them because they don't work at all on my face. Some other products they work, but they have characteristics that I don't particularly enjoy using. If you like to know which one are the products that I absolutely detest, then keep on watching. Let's start from the primer. We're gonna use NYX Professional Makeup Bear With Me Hemp Chanvre. I used to love this product so much and I use it a lot. The problem is that at some point the scent became disgusting. It had a scent since the beginning, but at some point the scent that this product had completely changed and became really annoying. I don't have any problem with the performance of the product. I think it's actually still pretty good, but it's the scent that it really bothers me. I think I will just hold my breath. Let's do this. I don't know what happened, but like I was using it to go to work and I could smell it in the office the whole day. Like it was really stuck into our nose. It's a very good primer and gives you like a very nice glow. I just can't stand this smell. Okay, let's talk about foundation. And the winner is the Ordinary Liquid Serum Foundation. I just have to apply it basically like this because the palm really sucks. So the foundation itself has a very light coverage. It's obviously a serum foundation, so as I said before, it's super liquidy. But I just don't think that is a good. I just don't think it's a good foundation. I don't like using it. It leaves my skin super oily. It also kind of disappears during the day. It doesn't matter if I use like the best primer or the most performing setting powder. This foundation just go away at some point in the day, just like sayonara is gone out of your face. I don't know how to use this sponge. Should I use it like this? I don't know, it's just the weirdest shape ever, honestly. It's really good over here, but what about the rest of the face? Maybe like this. Oh, maybe this way. For me, it's a big no. It's the time to talk about concealer. The concealer that I hate the most is this one from Catrice. When I saw this product, I was like, oh my gosh, how cute. Like, it's an amazing palette, has the green, has the orange, 3 different shades, so I was super excited. The price obviously is really good, it's pretty cheap, I don't remember exactly. So I was like, yeah, guys, I found the best palette ever. What's the problem with this concealer? If you compare it with the concealers that exist at the moment, it's really not performing. I think the level of concealer these days is so high that this looks like one of those makeup that comes out of like a girl magazine. I'm gonna use this brush, which by the way I don't hate. I use the lightest shade. It is also like so light. It's almost grey. No. Let's try with the second one. Yeah, the second one is better, but I don't know, it's just so weird. I'm trying to blend with a sponge, but I can still see literally like the patch of the concealer not melting into the foundation and the rest of the skin. Yeah, this product has a problem for me in quality. It's really not. The quality is... Next step, and I can't wait for this next step because this is one of the most hated products of the most hated products. And I'm talking about the Essence powder. I don't like it, girl. I really don't. Makes my face so cakey. Like, you can see all the fine lines I have. You can see like patches of product somewhere, and then I don't know, nothing on the rest of the face. It just like moves weirdly. So I really can't imagine this powder on top of the foundation. This will be an amazing combo. I'm so sorry because I really like Essence, but I also like NYX and Catrice. You know, it's not about, I like these brands, it's just there are some products that are not working, and I think not all products or all ranges can work for everyone. So please guys, don't take it personal. So in camera actually it's not that bad, but up close it's really ugly. It highlights all my fine lines and I look 10 years older. I have to say it did mattify my face, and probably from far away it's not that bad, but I don't know if you can see, like, I do have all these like fine lines over here. It's not because I'm 31, it's just I always had it even when I was 6. But basically with this powder, they look like deeper. But you know, it's time for brows. Now, as you know, I draw my brows kind of a lot because I have very few hair, especially over here, and I really like to have thicker and darker eyebrows. So I usually use the Anastasia Beverly Deep Brow, but obviously it's quite expensive, so I wanted to find a cheaper version of it, and I tried the NYX Tame frame. It's kind of like you can't see on your brows, so it's really weird because usually NYX does very good products for brows. This one, not my favorite. It takes so long to actually create a shape, and also there's like there are some little bubbles. It's like the product dries and becomes granular. I don't know. But yeah, it takes me ages to create the shape. Guys, they are so disgusting. Like, if you watch up close, there are some brows that are sticky together, and there are all these like little grains of dry product. It makes things much harder, and it takes ages to create something that is a little bit acceptable. So big no for me. I will actually throw it away as soon as I finish the video. I'm so unhappy with the makeup that is coming out. It's almost like I can feel everything like heavy on my skin, like besides like the smell of the primer. Now we need to prime the eyes. My favorite eye primer, and probably everyone's favorite, is the Petite base. But a lot of people usually use the Huda Overachiever. As a concealer, I think it's a really good concealer. Has a very high coverage. You need to be a little bit careful because it can go in your fine lines, so you need to blend it really well, and I usually bake it. But as an eye primer, for me, it just doesn't work. So in general, I love this product, but not as an eye primer. As an eye primer, so I will try to define a little bit my brows. On the lid, I think it's too thick. At least for me, it just doesn't really work. Also, I use it in the same way I would use, obviously, the Petite. Maybe this is my mistake, I don't know. Let's talk about eyeshadows. This is gonna be the most unpopular opinion of all. People will hate me for this. I think I would be killed on the web for this. And I'm ready. I want to be brave because everyone is talking very good about this palette, and I just don't understand why. I adore this brand, and I was feeling so uncomfortable when I realized that I didn't like this palette, and I was like, what's wrong with me, you know? Like, the first thing that you do is always blame yourself, and you're like, there is something wrong with me. But then I came to realize that there is not something wrong with me. It's just a combination of the two of us, me and the palette, that doesn't work. for several reasons. I am talking about the Anastasia Norvina palette. People are obsessed with this palette, and I bought it because I was like, wow, Norvina, you know, I wanted to support Anastasia, but I also wanted to support Norvina because this one was her palette. What's wrong with this palette? First of all, these colors are not for me. I used it 2-3 times and then I left it in my drawer and I completely forgot I had it. So for a long time I actually didn't use it. The colors in the pan, they look pretty cute. The matte colors are patchy. The shimmer colors, they are not all performing the same way. The first color we are gonna use is Soul, which is this lilac color over here, which is the reason why I bought this palette. I really wanted like a lavender color, because not a lot of palettes have lavender. They will have purple, you know, violet, whatever, but they don't really have this kind of like lilac lavender, and I found it really interesting. So this is the first one that we are gonna try. So first of all, they have a lot of fallout, and I know that fallout is not always something bad. I don't remember where I read it, but basically if your palette has fallout, it's because the pigments are not pressed in a very strong way. There is a reason why they don't press it really well, is because they perform better, they are more like pigmented when actually they are not pressed that much. I don't know if it makes sense. But the color is more grey than I expected, and that's why I don't really like this palette, because it fooled me with this lavender color. It's not as vibrant and romantic as I was expecting it to be. With a clean brush I'm gonna soften the edges. But yeah, when you blend it, it also becomes more grey than before. Let's go into the other color. We are gonna use Celestial over here, which is also like a purple color. But then again, when you blend this shimmer color with a brush, it kind of like fades away, and like the intensity of the shimmer that you have when you apply it with the finger, it completely vanishes. I don't like it. But we need to continue, right? I'm gonna then apply Wild Child, which is this pink over here. This is very pretty. When you blend it, it just loses its magic, you know what I mean? You just have to press it with your finger and keep it there. I'm gonna finish the other eye and then come back. I think there are much better palettes out there. Is it horrible? Maybe not, but considering the price, I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. Just to let you know, I also applied a little bit of Dreamer in the inner corner of my eye. I applied Love and Soul on the lower, under the lower lash line. Love didn't have a fallout. Love had an explosion out. Let's talk about mascara. My cousin bought me this mascara for Christmas, and it's the Wycon Step by Step Mascara High Definition. What's wrong with this mascara is that this is not a mascara, this is a killer. And basically has these little teeth that are made of silicone, I assume. And then has also a little head that I guess it's to basically brush the hair on the lower lash line. The problem is that these little teeth, they are so pointy. I don't know, they are scratching my eyes. It's kind of painful actually. It hurts. I don't know how a product like this could pass testing. Honestly, you cannot apply it in a cool way. You know, you need to be really careful. Like when you're chopping the onions with this huge knife, and you know, you want to do a good job, but you also want to keep all your fingers. That's exactly like the feeling that I have. The formula of the mascara is not bad. It's really dark and gives volume and length to your eyes. The problem of this mascara is the brush. It's really weird and I think it's dangerous, honestly. I'm gonna apply this one from Mesauda. They're called Audrey. The only thing that I can say about these lashes that I don't particularly like is that they are a little bit short. Lashes applied. They're very nice, they're super natural. I just wish they would be a little bit longer on this side. Usually lashes are way too long and you need to cut them. But in this case, I found them a little bit too short. Great, so let's finish the rest of the face before we pass into the lips. I have a product that has bronzer, blush, and highlighter all together. I used to love this product so much, but at some point it just stopped working. It's very bizarre. So I'm talking about the Zoeva Basic Moment palette. So I think that Zoeva's products in general are amazing and great, but for this palette it is not working for me anymore. So it used to work. The palette just lost the pigment by itself. I don't know. It has basically 3 colors and you can tell that I killed the highlighter because the highlighter is not that bad. The color of the bronzer, I'm really sorry, this is not a bronzer. I think it's more for contouring because the color is a little bit more colder. It's not that warm as a bronzer should be. So you really need to apply more and more and more and more layers to make it work. And before it felt it was more pigmented. I think like it kind of like expired before the actual expiration date. It says 24 months, so 2 years, but I can tell you that I have it since a year, maybe a little bit more, but it stopped working a long time ago. Now we are gonna apply the blush. It's a really great thing and it's kind of invisible, like it doesn't even give you a hint of color. Did something happen? I don't think so. Before going into the highlighter that is into the Basic Moment palette, I want to use a liquid highlighter that I love and hate. This is from Mesauda Milano, which is an Italian brand, which I really like. It's called Light Ocean and this is in the color Amorencia. I received this product from the brand and the product itself is really nice. So if you swatch it on your hand, it's like pure light. The problem of this highlighter is that if you apply under your foundation, then it gives you an amazing flawless look. But if you apply on top of your foundation, especially after you set with powder and all the other products, it moves everything. So it's almost like a makeup remover. Why do you apply it after you set everything? Because that's what I do, and I use other products in the same way and they don't move whatever is on the bottom. On the nose, you can already see that the foundation and the powder are moved on one side and there is a little hole. The highlighter itself is super stunning, like you can see the light that it does. We are almost done. We're gonna talk about lipstick. This product really broke my heart. It was a present from my boyfriend. This Guerlain liquid lipstick. The color is La Petite Robe Noire. I needed this color in my collection. What happened when you apply it? It's really drying your lips. So the way it colors your lips is so inconsistent. It's almost like you are coloring with a broken color pen. I don't know how to explain. It's a disaster. I don't know if you can see, like there are patches of pigment grouped somewhere in the middle. And then other areas where it's lighter. This lipstick. Okay guys, we are at the end of this video. I hope you had fun. I have to say, I was expecting to look worse. It's not that bad. I mean, it's not great either, so I still have the exact same opinion about all this product over here. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like, please give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my channel and activate the little bell so you receive a notification, I guess, when a new video comes out. I send you a big hug. Please stay safe. Have a good rest of the week. Big kisses.